Hello everybody, back here again for another vlog a day, and today is Saturday the 4th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got this morning fairly early, not real early, but not like puppy early, but earlier than I want to on a Saturday, but had a couple dogs come by. It was one of those things where I was like, hey, got some dogs getting dropped off, I need to go see Richard, Karen's father. First time I've been able to see him in over 2 weeks, like 2.5 weeks. She saw him, I think, 2 weeks ago, Wednesday, something like that. 2 weeks ago, Tuesday, Wednesday, one of the two. And then he went to rehab from after surgery, after 3 days, whatever. So I guess 3 days after Saturday. So yeah, whatever, he broke his hip. But went ahead and had to go up there, had some dogs getting dropped off. We had one little beagle that's coming, and then a Labradoodle, or a golden doodle, or a something doodle, I don't know. Some poodle mixed with something, things to, like a full-on Muppet dog. He's hilarious, but goofy as shit. So I was like, okay, cool. And it's got up time to get my dog out, get some of the things done. Wait for them to show up so we could then take at least one, if not both of them, with us to go see your father and take care of all that kind of stuff. Got an email stating the fact that the poodle, or the beagle, had been canceled. And I was like, oh, that's fucking weird. It also said they refunded their money, which I thought was bullshit too, because it's not set up, you can't cancel an hour before the meeting, before the drop-off time, and get a full refund. So part of me, the people are super nice, they're super cool, and I don't want to piss them off, but I want to know why Rover just gives them back the damn money when that's not the case. So it's not the way it's supposed to be, unless there's some weird thing because of the fact that it was a daycare only, not an overnight. There's a different refund policy, but you got to give me more than 1 hour notice before you drop your dog off, because we didn't make changes to our day because of this dog, and then we get nothing for it. That's a little bit on the annoying side, but it is what it is. So the doodle showed up, perfect timing, showed up great, no big deal. We're gonna hang together, we're gonna hang around. We headed out to go up and see your dad, so we basically took him with us. We had to run to his house, take care of, feed his cats and all that fun stuff that comes along with it. So we got that, had to pick up an iPad for him also. He wants to be able to use the iPad at the rehab center, and got a lot taken care of. Headed back over, got to the rehab center, dropped my lovely bride off at the door, telling them they could check him out, they could weigh him out to us. Well, I went and parked the car, got the dog out, went the car to the shade in case for some reason the dog started acting up. I wanted to be able to go sit in the car with the dog with the air conditioning on, and at least have some shade so it wasn't cooking in the car the whole time, or AC went to work so hard. So went to get the dog out, the dog got sick. So I'm back there cleaning up vomit in the back of the car, which is always fun because I don't have a cleanup kit, which I realized I gotta put more of like a cleanup kit, some wet wipes and some other stuff in there, because I had some napkins, like Wendy's in there is all I had. So got that cleaned up, and then I had alcohol and stuff, of course, but went ahead and got that cleaned up. My wife texted me, it's like, where you at? I'm like, I'm cleaning up dog puke right now. Like, give me a minute. Talk to your dad about fun stuff. When I get there, we'll talk about the hard stuff. So they were chatting a little bit. I got there, basically hung out a little bit. We chatted a little bit. We only have 45 minutes, all we have to talk to him before they basically kick him back inside. And we were chatting a little while, and I said, okay, we got some stuff we got to talk about. Meaning, we're done with the small talk bullshit because we got a short period of time. And he just immediately gets all pissy. Gets this little 8-year-old tantrum on, and he goes, no, not talking about it, I'm going home. I said, okay, first off, I don't know what I'm talking about, but yeah, that's fine, cool, it's your choice. You have the choice, you can go home if you want. But just so you know, if you can't take care of yourself, if your health continues to fall, it has been, because you've been losing crazy weight, you've fallen multiple times in this process, you can't keep yourself balanced, you're having issues, you're not cleaning the house smells like cat piss, you're not keeping things clean, you don't have a toilet seat, which you didn't tell us it was even broke. Started listing out the problems that we had at the house. We're gonna do a health check on you, and if they say you're unfit to care for yourself, they're gonna Baker Act your ass, because they're gonna assume you can't take care of yourself. And trust me, that place is going to suck. And because you have not allowed me and us to help you, for the last 4 years or so, I've been talking to you about trying to move you closer to us, or buy the duplex, or buy the house, or build a property that has an in-law suite on it, all these things you kept shitting on, you're in a predicament. And I told you every time you would say no when we'd offer something, I would tell you straight up every time, when the time comes you need help, you're gonna go straight to a shitty nursing home, care center, because guess what? That's the only option you give us. We can't drive up here 3 times a day when it's an hour-and-a-half trip to come up here and check on you 3 times a day. It's bad enough doing it once a day. And there's multiple times I did do it more than once a day. I did it a couple times a day. I had to drive up here to take you to doctors and go get pharmacy medications and take you back to crap and different things. And that sucks. It's not cool. So it's gonna get way worse. And he was like, started listening a little bit, and I explained to him the fact that where he was financially, that if we put him in an assisted living place, he has 8.5 months before, if we don't get his house sold, he's bankrupt. and that's pulling out his annuity, his retirement money. So he has a retirement, he has a Social Security, he has basically another chunk of money, which I'm not sure it came from. I think it's from his wife's retirement. They put in an annuity for him, and that money there will be out in 8.5 months, and he'll be bankrupt, and his house will be gone, everything. There'll be nothing left. We can't pay the taxes. It'll be foreclosed upon, which at that point we'll have to buy it back ourselves or something in the process, whatnot, figure it out, which is not what we want to be doing either, because that's not how we want to live our life, is paying all his bills. And I told my wife, I said, I will not take a mortgage out on our house. I will not forfeit our future financially because he's made such bad decisions financially. I'm not doing it. So he kind of hum-hawed and boo-hooed around, and because I got no choice, kept saying that whole thing, got no choice. And he kept all like, we were forced to do this. I said, no, you got a choice. You're welcome to go home. And guess what? You may die there. You may fall, slip, fall, whatever, have nobody there to take care of you, nobody to pick you up, nothing. And that's your choice. You have that right. And who knows, you may do well there, and it may not be a problem at all. You may do great. You may find, hey, I've got more energy now, I'm all good. And guess what? We wish you the best now. We hope that happens. But if it doesn't, that's gonna be a bad time. So he's all worried and blah, blah. And he wants to fight. No matter what you tell him, he wants somebody to, I think what he wants somebody to tell him he has to go here so he can argue and fight about it. I said, no, it's your choice, 100%. And took the fight out of him immediately. And it made him mad, I think, because he wanted to have his little temper tantrum, which is what he's done his whole life from what I've heard from family. He gets all mad, storms out. Hour and a half later, comes back, pretends like it never happened. So whatever, it is what it is. So I went ahead, continued talking about things, talked about finances, talked about the place. We had some photos of the room we want to put him in. We had a aerial photo of it, like so we can lay out, kind of show what it was. Talked to him about bringing his stereo over with headphones only, no speakers, so he cannot disturb the whole building. Talked about bringing his TV. He goes, well, I suppose we can't have a TV. And I'm like, yeah, we're going to get somebody to bring the TV in, mount the TV for you and whatnot. I said, the TV's too big for that room, but hey, too big for your living room. He goes, I don't agree with that. I'm like, okay, that's cool. But you have like a 70-inch TV in a room that's 9 feet, 10.5 feet where it is, like from the wall to wall, which by the time you put the couch in there, you're 7 feet from the TV. That's too close for a 70-inch TV, but hey, whatever makes you happy. So we're going to bring his DVD player in, stereo, the preamp, the amplifier, and a good set of headphones. And we're going to probably bring in 1,500, 2,000 records. And the rest we're going to liquidate. Had a good talk. Everything went pretty good. He get a little bit pissy. I don't have a choice. I said, yeah, absolutely you have a choice. You have a choice 100% of the time. Every 100% of the time is your choice. It's 100% your choice. Because I want him to know he has a right to make these choices. And because he chose not to make other choices, he made the choice to stay at his house all these other times instead of following my guidance and Karen's guidance to try and move forward and do something better. He's now in a situation where he's stuck in a care center because that's the only choices he has now. So yeah, that's where we're at. Got done there, headed back home. The puppy did great there. He did really good. He was super cool. Played with Richard a little bit, and it was great. Got back to the house and we just stressed, of course. On the way home, we stopped by a record shop up there, my Atlantic Sound, Michael's place. Richard's bought tons of records off him over the years. They're great friends. Talked to him about liquidating his record collection, and he basically said he wanted to talk to Paul, which is Richard's friend, and have him involved in trying to make decisions. What's the best way to go about liquidating a set and all that fun stuff. So as of right now, we don't know what we're doing with the set. We don't know. Michael might want to buy it, put it in the shop for sale. We don't know if he'll do a consignment thing. We don't know if we should hire like a Sotheby's auction, because not too often you come up with a 16,000 plus album collection that's been going on for 50 plus years. So, and still buys records every day. Like there's records at Michael's shop that I didn't realize we were supposed to pick, or we could have picked up but didn't. So there's piling up down there for Richard. But yeah, so we got that whole thing done, got back home, tried to relax a little bit. It wasn't great, it is what it is. But yeah, we kind of just were, I don't know, doing the best we could. Yeah, I don't know, it's stressful. I finally told my wife about Senior being in the hospital. He's been in the hospital for a while, and he's actually getting out yesterday. And I didn't tell her because I'm gonna put extra stress on her. Part of me wants to run to Iowa and go see him, but I got shit here I gotta do. I have to basically put out the fires here and try and take care of things as much as I can here with her father and her and everything else and stuff and whatnot going on. And this would have been a great weekend to go, because I could have skipped the one doodle watching him and taken up there if you had the 4-day weekend or 3-day weekend. I could have turned to a 4-day weekend, so I didn't have the band on Friday anyway, so I could have left the dog Thursday afternoon, put it up there and back and whatever, and I would have got to see him this weekend and be able to do some of those fun things that comes with that. So yeah, overall it works. We got the day done, had ourselves a lovely dinner, watched a little bit of TV, chilled out the best we could, tried to relax, tried to put it all, just tried to stop thinking about it. And it sucks because it's stressful. It's a lot of work. We gotta go buy him a new chair, gotta go buy him a new bed, gotta buy new furniture. A bunch of stuff at home is covered in cat piss. We can't take it in because we don't want that smell. You dropped a bunch of stuff out of your car there, ma'am. So, thank you. But I want to go buy him new furniture and new things. So that way he doesn't have the smells and whatnot included in that whole process, because we're putting a cat in there, and I'm sure there's going to be issues already with cat smell in the building. So it's one of those situations of, hey, guess what? We gotta try and keep as much cat smell out of here as we can. So by not bringing in furniture covered in cat piss already is gonna be helpful. So all that fun stuff. But we gotta figure out what we're gonna get him. I don't know what kind of badass thing. I said, do you want a hard, firm, soft bed? What do you want? I don't know. I'm like, well, what have you had your whole life? And he didn't have an answer. So I was like, hey, who knows? But maybe he'll get it figured out, maybe he won't, but it is what it is. So the lady right there, who was just basically, as I went for my run to take off to go run, I noticed that her very nice, very expensive SUV, as I kind of just noticed, parked in completely not her friend's house yard and another neighbor's yard, completely no give a shit, 100% all four wheels in that guy's yard, which is rude as fuck to begin with. But then on top of that, I look in there and that thing looks like a goddamn hoarder, like she's living in that damn vehicle. And then she opened her car, she got some crap out, walking back out of the parking lot now, and she decided that she was going to let all of her trash. There was a bunch of plastic bottles and crap fell out of her car, and didn't even attempt to pick it up. So I called her out on it, because one, I live in this goddamn neighborhood. Next door neighbor here at their party, I don't give a shit. Stop throwing your trash in my yard, because you live like a goddamn pig, and it's going to blow up into my ditch, plug up the gutters, and so on and so forth. So pick your shit up. But yeah. Anyway, that's all I got for right now, guys. I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.